Hey guys, welcome to another episode of AUKS Plays. Today we're playing some Crash Bandicoot. Do you believe in me?
No.
Okay. Come at me, pig. Oh! That was a very mild reaction. Uh-oh. 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 No! Ah! Okay.
That was a much less milder reaction this time. What? Hit. Hit. Making those noises helps, clearly. I mean, I was able to do it this time. Fuck you! Oh.
You know, you're much less intimidating when you just fall down right in front of the thing you're trying to spin.
You try. Noises help. Go on.
Yeah.
I wonder if the mic's picking up how viciously I was smashing X then.
I think it helped. It's like those people when they go up to bloody like elevators or traffic lights and they just kept pressing the button 100 times and like it only works the first time. Stop pressing the button.
So this time I'm going to try something else. I'll try a bit of a brain exercise. I'll try to tell a story while I'm doing this. One day I was walking down the street, and then while I was walking down that street I walked into a supermarket and the guy was just like, "Hey, how's it going?" I was like, "Good, thanks. Do you sell any fruit?" He was like, "No, not really, not today." And I was like, "Oh, that's a shame. Oh, I fucked up." But I'll still keep going with it, because then while I was trying to... There we go. And so while I was trying to buy these fruits, I'll just skip this bit and I'll just keep going in here. And I fucked up again, so I'll just keep going.
One day, I was also walking down the street. It was the same street. And there's a pig on the street. And then I'm like, why is there a pig on the street? I was like, piss off, pig. You go back to the farm where your farmer's like, where's my pig gone? And then this farmer, he also wanted a zebra or a zebra. He didn't know what it was. So he went and asked down at the local store why there was no zebras in the place. And he said, this is Zebra Town. And then he went back to find his pigs. Shit!
So he picked up the pig shit and he was just like, damn, this pig shit is actually pretty good. I should sell it on the market. So he went to the...
You gotta remember to jump.
Too invested. I was too invested in the story.
Here
So he was at the markets with the pig shit.
He took his market to the... He took his pig shit to the...
Alright, so...
You have to continue the story. He's taking an entire market to a pig. Work your way out of that one.
So he had a little diagram of a market for the pig and he was like, hey.
So he took his diagram and he showed a lady. He said, what's this a diagram of? And she said, that's a diagram of a pig's body. And he's like, why do you have a diagram of a pig's body? And he said, because I hate them and I want to take them to the meat market. And he said, well, shouldn't you make them into meat before you take them to the meat market? Because they're not going to want the whole pig. And he said, I'm going to take the whole pig. And I'm going to...
Okay, so then I said, I'm gonna...
So then he said again, then he's gonna take the pig. And she said, where are you gonna take the pig? And he said, I own a farm. And she said, that's nice. What else do you have on the farm? And he said, nothing, just one pig. And he said, yeah, it's not a very profitable farm. And she's like, don't you have any cows? And he said, I would if you were there. And then she's like, that's rude. Oh. And he says, well, yeah, that was rude. I apologize. That was wrong of me to say. You're a very nice lady. And I like, would you like to see my one pig? That's not going to work.
Whoa!
And so she said, okay, I'll come see your pig. And so he went and showed her the pig. And she was like, wow, that's a nice pig. And then she left.
Keep going.
And then he was sad because she left. And
What the fuck are you supposed to do that? So then anyway, so he met this guy who was also walking down the same street that everyone seems to be walking down, and he was all like, hey, I want your pig, and he was all like, yeah, okay, and then he sold him his pig and died.
So the farmer was dead. No one came to his funeral. He had no friends. No one liked him. He was a dickhead. And then one day he came back from the dead, and he was like, I'm gonna mess some people up. Then he changed his mind. And he thought, I'm going to be friendly to people, so then they'll come to my second funeral when I have it. So he went down to the local store and bought some bread. And
So he went down to the store, bought some bread, and also bought some sandwich meats. And he said, "I'm gonna open up a new business with this. I'm not gonna run a farm anymore, but I'll call it Pig Shop because why not?" So then he called it Pig Shop, and it was. I wanna stray away from the whole farmer thing. I think the farm story is pretty much up. All right, so a long time ago, I was on a TV.
I was on a Tina Turner statue, and she was like, "Get off me!" And I'm like, "Oh, a talking statue." And then I got down, and then I went about my day, and I thought this is a nice day, and they said, "No, it's not. You're an idiot." And he said, "All right." And so I got in the car and drove down the road to buy nothing. But then I thought, hey, this is not where I wanted. This is not where I parked my car. And then I realized I was a car thief.
And then whose car was I stealing? None other than
None other than the guy who owned the car. His name was Jim. He left his wallet in the car, so I was now also rich because he was rich. Forgot to jump.
Jim was actually so rich. I'm good at this game. I'm really good at this game.
That about does it for this episode of AUKS Plays. Remember, before you go, hit that like button, get this video out there and share it around. Go down and leave a comment so we know what you think of everything. Make sure you subscribe because we need subscribers. Please, somebody help us. And make sure we have a Twitter, so go check out our Twitter and follow us on Twitter.
Make sure we have a Twitter account.
Make sure we have Twitter. And then go follow us on Twitter. But do that, and then we'll see you next time on whatever it is you see us in or hear us on. Bye-bye.